Good morning, everyone. Just letting the live do its thing. I'm excited to talk today. We're going to talk about just asking your questions and talking about small YouTuber growth and how to get subscribers for the new year. I know the new year's coming up fast, and I'm pretty excited for it because there's lots going on this channel at least, and I'm really excited to help you all. So before we get into this any further, make sure if you're watching this on replay to hit subscribe and also the like button so that I know if you're liking these lives. I obviously do them every single week and Tuesday and Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I would love to know if you're liking these lives. Let me know in the comments or the chats as well. All right, and we'll get into it in just a moment. Okay, so yay! People are popping on. That's awesome. Just got some notifications. That's great. Great. So how's everybody doing today? Let me know in the chat section. Hey, yay. Yes, you're here. That's awesome. Yes, if you're new here, that's great. I am seeing a few new faces, I think, or names maybe. I just don't usually see them on the chat. Maybe that's because you're just piping up for the first time, or just YouTube doing its thing. Yay, congrats on the 2K subs. Yes, we hit 2K. Was it last week or a couple? I don't even remember because it's been such a busy couple weeks. So we hit 2K and that's amazing. I'm pretty excited about that. And I think that's been me consistently working on YouTube for the past 6 months, 7 months. Now I started in April, but I really didn't start working on my channel until like June. Like I was into my channel, but I wasn't like boom into it. So that's when I really started working on it. And I posted on my Instagram, which is katherineperry.co. If you're not following me there, go follow me. But I posted on there that I shared my goals that I wrote out for this year. And if you go check that out, it's kind of interesting to see where my goals, what I wanted to do, and then what I achieved this year. So it's kind of cool. Make sure you write out your goals. It's so important. Yeah, so that's pretty awesome. I shared that on my Instagram and on my Facebook group, so it's kind of cool. And yeah, I'm pretty excited because I'm wanting to work on this channel more, but I also want to really dive into my other channel, Simply Catherine. If you're not new, if you haven't been over there yet, that's my other channel. I really want to work on that and dive into like that world a little bit more. So we'll see how that goes. I'm really excited. So hope you all are too. Hey, everybody's popping on. That's great. Sarah's Adventures, how are you getting subbies when you're not growing? So there's a few things that you can do. First, you can check out my playlist that I have on my channel. It's gifts, views, and subscribers. That one's really going to help you. But just a few quick tips is look at your channel and see what's going on. Like, are you all over the place? Do you have one direction for your channel? One direction? Do you have one direction for your channel? Like, are you narrowed down so you start finding your audience? I was helping someone the other day. I think it's Nardine. I was helping her figure it out a little bit because we had chatted on she was one of the winners for TubeBuddy for the 30-day challenge. And she's just trying to figure out her narrowed down, like her focus a little more. Because I noticed on her channel was just like, she needed a little bit more help. But that's what you need to do. If you're not seeing the growth and you're all over the place, maybe that's what the biggest reason is. Your viewers just don't know what to do with your channel. Like your subscribers, they're just not understanding what your channel's about. And I think that's the biggest one. Overall, when new people come to your channel, do they understand what it's about? Is it cohesive? Is there a brand? All of that needs to come into play, and then that starts to flow in after a while. So if you start working on that, then you'll start to see some flow. Obviously, there's other things you can do to really start finding your audience. So also, excuse my rabbit in the background. He is chewing. Yes. Shadow Assassin came here to thanks for the info you share with me. You're so welcome. So glad you're enjoying the content. Yes, I have a video coming out tomorrow, which you all should be putting those notifications on for. It's how to start a successful YouTube channel, but it's also going to give you tips on how to, if you're starting a YouTube channel, on how to actually grow from zero. So that is a really important video that you need to be watching out for tomorrow. So make sure you put that notifications on tomorrow. Let's see. Sarah, can you review my channel and give me tips on how to upgrade my channel? In the new year, I will be doing more one-on-one sessions with people. So I'm thinking like 30 to 40-minute sessions, and I have to charge a fee because putting my time into doing reviews and such, I will be taking away from other things that I would be working on. So I will be doing more reviews, one-on-one client work in the new year. So stay tuned for that. I'm pretty excited to do it because I think I can really help people. I understand what to do. I can see it when I go to someone's channel exactly where they need to start working on. If the channel doesn't look cohesive, if it looks messy, if it doesn't, I just wouldn't subscribe to it, right? So that's something to look at initially. Hello, how's it going? Thanks for the info on the shorts video. No problem. Yes, those shorts videos are really good for small creators. Like I said in my videos, you need to understand that short videos are a great opportunity, but not necessarily do they fit into everybody's channel. I mentioned that in one of my videos, and I said like not every small creator or YouTuber is going to use YouTube Shorts. It depends on the niche or the category that you're in. So that's, yeah, definitely so glad you're enjoying the content. Yeah. The pedal guy. Any tips for SEO going live? Most of my vids perform really well, but the live streams are not as successful. Live streams I find a little harder because even when you keep them up and you put them into key, like you tag it all and you do all the SEO and everything, I still show up in search, but not as many people click because it is a little longer and people are not actually there for the live. I find it a little harder to get people to watch lives, even when you're ranking them in search. So it's not because, your live isn't great, whatever. Maybe it's amazing. It's just lives are a little harder to get people to click on, to watch on replay, even when they're on YouTube search. So even though I tag mine correctly and it's doing well, it does take a little extra work to get people to watch them because it's a longer piece of content. I see lives as a way to connect with you all and then give you a lot of information in one go and answer your questions, but not necessarily like I will still rank them, but not necessarily I focus on that. If they take off, That's great. But yes, the pedal guy, I think that's really how I see it as a way to connect with my audience. Hey, how's it going? Can you help me get subscribers? Things to do. So I have a ton of playlists, but the one playlist that you should check out is Get Views and Subscribers. That one is really going to help you binge watch through the content. Like literally sit down with a piece of paper and pen and start taking notes. And then go back to your channel and say, what can I do? How can I change this? What can I change here? And then that's what I would do. Hey, Haley, how's it going? So nice that you're here. I make editing content, but I also want to make Roblox tutorials and Roblox videos in general. What should I do? Okay, so you need to focus in on one or the other. So editing is great. So you need to focus in around, editing, computers, software, and all that jazz when it comes to editing. Or you need to focus in on Roblox tutorials and anything that goes into Roblox. I don't really know what that is. So I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong or saying it wrong. I must be living under a rock, but I haven't looked into that specifically. But if you're going to do that, you need to focus in on that topic, but then you can branch out just a little bit when it comes to that kind of thing. So that's what I would do. I'm here. That's awesome. Do you recommend live streams for small creators for getting watch time? I do recommend it, but you need to have some sort of content planned for the live stream. Like for me, I like to do lots of Q&As, and that's really good for my channel. For you, maybe you want to do a Q&A, but maybe you want to incorporate other tips and tricks that you can do and go live and share that. Sorry, my rabbit's crazy. So that might be what you want to do. Live streams are great for getting you watch time, but also remember that the retention may dip quite a bit because if you are on for a full hour, not necessarily if every single person going to go live, watch you live for an hour or watch on replay for an hour. So it does help, but it doesn't at the same time. So it just depends on what you're going to share on the live itself. You can do Q&As. They're really good. There's a lot of YouTubers out there that share tips and tricks on this as well. I have a video on how to go live and how to do that as a small creator, so you can check that out on my channel as well. Let's see. Thanks. No problem. I'm actually confused because I want my channel to be different in niches that interest me, but I have listened that if you have a particular niche is the only way to grow. Help me, please. So yes, narrowing down is really good. So for my topic, it's small channel, like small creator YouTuber growth, growing the right way and how to do that. And I give you tips and tricks. So maybe I'm sharing like how to get subscribers, but how to get views as well. Like those are tying into that. But then what else goes into it? You need to be having good lighting, or you need to have connection with your editing, or how do you get the retention up? How do you get better watch time? Like all those things go into small creator growth. So you have that, my rabbit's going crazy. So you have that overlaying like idea of what you want to do for your channel, but you can branch out just a little bit here and there, but it has to relate to the topic itself. Let's see. Roblox is a video game. Oh, okay. So yeah, those are totally two different things. Editing and video games are slightly different. Obviously, they kind of tie in because they're computer, but they're different. So if you're bringing people in from, you could maybe tie it into Roblox. I think that's how you say it. You could tie it into editing somehow, and then that works for both categories. You said it right, and it's an online game. Perfect. Thanks, no problem. Hey, how's it going? I haven't seen you on here for a while. That's awesome. Nice to see you, Vetus. Hello. Nice to see you here. That's awesome. When do you recommend going live as a small channel? As soon as possible, because I find that I was too nervous, obviously, to do it. I think that's what held me back. But I highly recommend you start doing at least one a month to get connected with your audience, and just say, I'm going to do this once a month just to connect with y'all, and you can come on. Now, if you don't have a lot of people on your channel, you may not get people, going on your live. That's totally fine. What I would do is I would sit there and have ideas. You may not have Q&A right there. People are not asking you questions right then and there. What I would do is actually have a list of questions that you could go through and just answer them on the live, like a video, and make it somewhat entertaining, not entertaining, but like in the sense of keep it going, keep the flow going. Don't always be sitting there and saying, or pausing lots, because then that's dead space, right? So if there's nobody on, just talk to them like you're doing a regular video, and share with them tips and tricks, or, your ideas for this year for school or something like that, So something like that. Let's see. The phone storage gets in the way of me posting. Yeah, so when it comes to phones, some phones have only so much storage. So I would recommend getting Cloud or Dropbox or Google Drive. Those are great. That way you can just put all the extra stuff in there right after you finish filming, and it's out of your phone, and then you can go back into filming your next video, right? Morning, how's it going? What's the best time to get subscribers? What's the best time to get subscribers? I think anytime's the best time, right? But I would say when it comes to posting and such, you need to post once a week at least. There's no like best time to get the subscribers to come in, because every channel is different. You have a different audience. Each person's different. So my audience is like US mostly. Then I have the UK, Canada, and India, I think. So there's quite a few from all over the world. But yeah, you just need to keep posting, and at least once a week to be consistent, because I know your audience will stay around and watch your content if you're posting at least once a week. So that's the goal, at least once. And then going live is an awesome way to connect, at least once a month. That's something to try on your channel. I know Tabitha Gingerich, if you've watched her videos, or my ProTuber series, I did a video on Tabitha and her channel, and she goes live at least once every couple of months, and just to connect with her audience. But she talks about hair. She asks the audience like what their hair questions are, and so that's another way she connects with her audience. Hiram, Skincare by Hiram. If you've looked at his channel, he goes live at least once, maybe month, just to connect with his audience. Yes, he has a big audience, but he's still a big creator that does it just to connect with his audience, right? You can do it right now. You just have to remember, you may not get anybody on your live, which is totally fine. What you do next is just have questions ready, so it's not dead space. You're not just sitting there staring at the screen. So that's a few tips right there. And the next few days, awesome. I looked for today a microphone. Yes, microphones, when it comes to it, I just use my camera, and then the microphone that I attached it is like the Rode mic. I will link it somewhere if I can find it, okay? Do you know how I can get 130 subs quick? I'm on 128 right now. By the way, I just posted a video. Yes, so when it comes to getting subscribers, I would just look at your videos that I've done well in the past 90 days and say, which ones do I want to do again? Which ones brought in the most subscribers or the most views, and go from there. That's what I would do. I liked your live. Awesome. Yes, remember to like this live so that I know that you're liking them. Hey, how's it going? I try to post a video, but my audience retention is bad. How do I fix it? You need to watch my video on how to keep your audience watching to the end. That's the first thing. So you'll get lots of tips from that. And then you also need to work on your editing and let you connect your editing with your personality. And that's how I noticed a lot of big YouTubers do it. They connect the editing and the personality, and then they have great information when they put into that video. You don't make longer videos just for the sake of it. You have to make longer videos with lots of information. So it's the only way to keep people watching to the end. How's the second channel going? Yes, Simply Catherine. That is my second channel. And it's going good. I haven't really like focused in on it too much, but the new year I'm wanting to dive into it a little bit more. I post once a week. This week I'm going to miss a upload just because I've been so busy and it's been crazy. And I've told myself I have to take a step back just for this week. So I won't be uploading this week, but I'm hoping next week. I've got a few videos planned, and then in the new year I've got like ideas for the channel. So I think I'm going to start figuring out my niche or my narrowed down focus for that channel, because right now it's kind of all over the place. And I do want to go live on that channel at least once a month to connect with that audience. Because I know a lot of people over have come from here to there, but still I would love to connect. It also motivates you all to kind of do it too, and know that even with 74 subscribers, you can still go live. And that'll be fun one to watch, because then you can see like how it worked, how I did it, right? Let's see. I hope I find this perfect. How I made it to the stream. Yay, awesome. Is it fine that I film for Vlogmas and add like a Roblox vid into it, or should I just post it separate? I would post it separate, because that's, unless it's tied into the video, then I would post it separately. But I don't know exactly how you're working that. Like if it's tying into it, then that's fine. How does the tags work? I see I have a lot for some videos thanks to TubeBuddy, but it doesn't seem to change anything for my videos. Yes, so when it comes to ranking, that's great. Yes. But if you're not getting the click through, then that's the problem. So maybe your videos, your thumbnail, what is your thumbnail CTR at? That's another question to ask. So it's really hard. Like, yes, you're ranking, but are you going to get the click? That's the next question to ask yourself. Or maybe the topic's not searched for enough. That's another thing. You need to, maybe you're ranking, but it's not searched for right now. So you should do a video about finding your niching down. I have a video on that, but I find people don't like those videos because, like, I've talked about it so much on my channel, but I feel like people don't like those videos because they just don't want to niche down. That's the only way that you're going to grow fast. Like, if you narrow down your focus a little bit, then you're going to find your path very easily, and people are going to find you. I have a video on it. It's how to niche down, and it's very, I give all my information on there. I will be doing a new one in the new year, but for right now, that's the video you should go check out. How many times should I post a week? At least once a week, because that way you're keeping your content fresh. You're also, keeping fresh in the algorithm. You're also focus sharing your information and such with your audience once a week, so that they know, okay, I can come back once a week, and yes, I'm going to get that. So that's my advice. Do you sometimes, thank you, no problem. Do you sometimes, oh, sorry, I missed one there. You use many less than gifts. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Do you sometimes feel that people just want things from you, keep asking you for some sub-gaming methods without actually being bothered to put in the work, or just forget that you're a person? So you know what? I understand that people just need some time. For me, it took me a while, because I understand this perspective. For me, I understand that there are a few people out there that just don't know, because they've watched the videos, but they're just not understanding. It's just not clicking yet, right? And I find that that's how I see it. There are a few times where I'm like, well, the same person has asked me so many times, which I'm just like, well, maybe it's time for you to sit down and really reevaluate your channel, and if you're understanding what you're doing and who it's for, right? But overall, I don't get annoyed. I love answering the questions, because I know not everybody learns the same way and takes things in the same way. So I will consistently share the information. Maybe I say it in a different way and someone understands it. That's the point. I know a few people get like, I know that other curators maybe get annoyed by that, but honestly, I don't. Maybe in the future, it depends. I don't know. Right now, I'm great with it. My e-class advice. Hi, hey, how's it going? Hello, Kath, listening while I hang my newly washed. Of course, yes, we gotta balance things, eh? I have dishes to do, so I gotta go do that. And then I have to figure out what's going on with this rabbit. I don't know what he's doing today. He's chewing up a storm. Can you please make a video on how you made YouTube master list? Oh, so you mean like a video list, master list? Yeah, I can talk about how that. I don't really know if it needs a whole video because all you need to do is take a Google Drive document or a Word document, or even on your phone, have Notepad and just write down ideas, and then go every time you go to do a video, have those ideas on hand and go straight over to YouTube and start creating a video around it if you can. So let's see. Thanks for answering. No problem. How far are you from monetization? So I'm trying to remember. I'm at 2.7, I think, watch hours. So I'm almost 3/4 of the way there. Just keep pushing my videos out. Watch more. Yeah, so we're very, very close. And I'm very excited about that. I'm thinking I have a goal of March of next year, which is really, I think, attainable. So we'll see. So, hey, how's it going? I've never seen you on here. That's awesome. Good to see that you're here. I saw that one of your videos or a few of your videos got really started to take off. That's cool. On your Instagram. That's kind of cool. I noticed that you haven't been filming that much lately. So I think it's between this whole season of this year and people just figuring out things. So it's kind of cool that you had that little boost, eh? Now you just have to get that video finished, right? Let's see. Thank you so much. Do you put the title at the beginning of the description so you think it helps? Yes, it does. It always does. Having reiteration and helping YouTube to understand where to put your videos is really going to help. And definitely in the first sentence line, it's going to help you rank. At least for that title or that one topic or description that you've shared. My playlist binge watching. Yay! That's awesome. Sonia, hi, yes, finally got a new laptop, so we can get back to editing. Yes, that's right. Yeah, it's been harder to travel and such, and I know that's what you like to do a little bit, so it's probably been a little bit harder that way as well. So yeah, that's exciting that you're going to do that. I'm excited. I think you kind of sparked something, an idea in my mind. I think I might do a video, like a recap year video of my year. I was going to do like a rewind video for all small creators, but I just don't have the time. I looked at my schedule. I'm like, nope, I don't have the time this year. Next year, I'll need to sit down and really work on it. So that's something I want to do. Yeah. So thanks for all the great info. Sometimes I just feel like I keep making videos. They are just flipping. I'm trying to keep motivated and keep pushing. Do you have any suggestions to staying motivated? Yes, lots of suggestions. I would write down your goals. That's the biggest one. Whenever I get tired, which is today, I'm very tired. I didn't want to edit today. And I think that was just because it's been a long week, a busy week, and just some things going on with my family and such. So with that, it's been hard to just stay motivated this week. But seeing, like, even if you don't have the momentum on your channel, or you're going through the stage of stagnant period, sometimes it gets hard to keep focusing, keep working. I think around when I started taking off in July, and then things started going like this, stay, and I was kind of like, why is this not working? Is this not the right way for me to do it? I started doubting, but then I was like, no, you know what? I've seen so many people come and just be a part of this community. So that kept motivating me too. So I think the process of just having your goals and then thinking back to all the great things that have happened throughout your channel, not focusing on the subscribers and the views per se, but maybe there's, people that you've talked to or connected through over the year. That's a really great way to motivate me. So that's what I've done. Also, I have my Facebook group where I've connected with a lot of people. So I was like, I know this is going to work. I just had, you just got to figure it out. And I also, maybe you just need someone to motivate you. So right now, go do something, go do it, because this is going to help you in the future. That's my motivation. So I have like iPad and a phone. I just got a laptop. Must I start editing with a laptop? And if yes, I don't know how to get it to my laptop because my phone is Apple and my laptop isn't. You can, the Google Drive, That's what I use because that's more of a well-rounded draw storage system. The Apple is very like Apple one-to-one system. But if you have Google Drive, you can upload it to Google Drive, and then you can easily get it onto your laptop that way. I am having the worst time making another channel. Is there a limit on how many you can have? No, you can have many as you want, but you need to remember it takes a lot of work. It takes me a lot of work each week to put in the amount of time I do for this. I do lives. I edit videos. Today I'm editing. I edited before. I went live, and now I'm going to edit again after I've done this live. So it takes a lot of work for one channel. That's why my second channel I've had to like figure out where I can fit it into my schedule next year. Because if I want it to work, it has to fit into my schedule. And so that's what you're going to do. You're going to need to sit down and say, look at your schedule and say if it's actually going to work. That's another way of motivation as well. Because if it's too much for you, you sometimes get burnt out, right? But to answer your question, no, there's not a limit. But do remember you are a human being, and it takes a lot of work. And mentally, as a small creator, it's a little hard. So Marcus, thanks for all that you do. Catherine, your content is also helpful. So glad it's helpful. Make sure you like this video. If that's the case, I'd love to know if you're liking this video, this live. Yeah, so I'm so glad you're enjoying the content. Yeah, I'm enjoying it too. I'm enjoying putting out the content and just researching and doing all that stuff for you. I'm really excited. I have a video on Friday I'm really excited for, and I hope you all watch it because I put a lot of work into it. I'm going to be editing a little bit more and putting in like little tidbits here. I don't know. You're just going to like it. You need to watch it all the way through. So yeah. Let me see. Sometimes we have to write our goals so the viewers can see how to make it happen. Yes. Well, I wrote my goals down, and you saw that on my Instagram, which is, if you're not following me, it's catherineperry.co. But yeah, I wrote my goals down in June, I think it was June or May or June. And in June, I had 712 subscribers. So that's a big difference from now. But that's me being consistent and not giving up, right? Let's see. Let's see what we have here. Thanks, you're so amazing. Oh, you're welcome. Glad it helped. I can't make the actual channel. I'll keep getting errors. I made it, but don't see it. Weird. That's so strange. I'm not sure what to tell you there. I've never had that happen. Sorry about that. Thank you so much. I would never have thought of that. So sorry, I have to go now. I'll try. No problem. Thanks for joining and being a part of this. That's awesome. Is always the beginning under 1,000 subscribers the hardest time for your channel, or have you had another moment really hard when you see your channel is stuck? Okay, so yes, under 1,000 subscribers was hard to get. Like when you reach from 0 to 1,000, it's that moment where you're not sure if you're in the right path. You're trying to grow your channel. You're just sitting there and you're like, okay, this channel is not moving, or this not going on. Is this the right direction? And then you start changing things. You're like, I'm not interested in this anymore because it's not doing well. Then you change things, and then that's not really what your audience subscribed for. So then they unsubscribe, and now you're going backwards again. So it's really hard from 0 to 1,000. A lot of people 0 to 100. Honestly, that was easier for me than 0 to 1,000. I think it's because it's such a big difference in milestone change. Like you've got the 500, that's great. But then the 1,000 mark, I think that's the hardest because there's such a long road there as a small creator to find our way. But I think that's, yeah. But once you start getting over that, if you find that you've got 1,000 true subscribers, you're going to find your channel starts moving a little faster. Because if you've done sub for sub, or you're just, following for the sake of following, which is sub for sub, I guess, or you're not really interested in their channel anymore and you're not watching their videos, the true subscribers is what's going to push your videos out. So after 1,000, if you have 1,000 true subscribers, you're going to start finding that you'll find your audience a little faster too. I'm going to learn more videos on how to do it. Awesome. Yes, I'm going to have a video coming out tomorrow on how to start a successful channel. But I do have a video on how to set up your channel. So maybe check that out. Maybe that will help you a little bit. The Powell family. Hey, how are you still doing ProTuber? Yes, I'm doing the ProTuber series, but waiting till the new year because I had this like little limbo time here from the 30-day challenge to the new year. So I'm just going to wait until the new year because I have a lot of videos to do. When it comes to that, because I have had a few people ask about it and they love those ProTuber series videos. So I'm going to do this still, but just waiting to the new year. Hey, how's it going? Yo-Yo Finds, do you keep a list of keywords for each video or research each video for new keywords? Research each video for new keywords. I don't keep a list because each video is different and you need to really find keywords that focus in on that specific topic and not make it so broad. A lot of people put a whole bunch of different keywords in and then they're like, well, that makes sense. That's tying into it. But what you need to do is actually make a lot the keywords consistent overall. So I think that's the hardest. If you're watching here, make sure you comment in the chat section that you are excited that you've watched my videos or that you're here and you're just excited to watch this live. Make sure you put that in the chat. I would love to know if you're new here or if you're just tuning in. Let's see. Will do. Thanks for all the tips. I enjoy watching them and supporting. No problem. Yes, definitely. If you're watching and you're new here, make sure you binge watch through all the content because that's going to give you a lot of information. Hey, good to see you from my friend. Awesome. Missed for 3 years. Yes. We all make mistakes, but that's the thing. We need to learn from them and then move forward, right? So I think that's the biggest thing is that when we do mistakes and we do make mistakes, that we're actually like, fix them and work on them. That's why I say whenever you look at your channel and it's not working and the channel just feels stale or stagnant, that you actually take a look at your channel and say, okay, well, what's going on? How can I improve this? And that's just the only way you're going to grow is by looking at, I guess that's how you look at yourself. If you're kind of like down about yourself as well, is the only way to look at it is that you need to figure out what to do next. What's the next step? I'm excited coming in from Austin, Texas. Oh, that's exciting. You're new. That's awesome. Good that you're tuning in here. What is the best editing app to start YouTube videos? Okay, so I don't really have anything that I put on my phone. If there's anybody here that has used their phone for editing, comment in the chat section right now. We'll help Rima, is that how you say your name? We'll help her out and give her some tips here. Because for me, I don't use my phone. I use the computer. So I do know that Adobe has a editing app that you can use on your phone. It's called Rush. That's a great one to use on your cell phone as well. So you can look into that, but that's paid version. So yeah, I'm here and listening, just eating lunch. Great. I have to eat lunch too. I'm kind of jealous. No, I'm not. I'm excited to be here. I have water, so that'll do me. Oh, funny story. I tripped over that box there. It's like my water, and all of a sudden I just went, the water went everywhere. I'm just like, oh. So anyways, side story. I recommend your channel to one of my planner groups this morning for a new YouTuber. Oh, that's so exciting. Yes. I think that's a great idea, actually, because there's a lot of planners or people out there like in that industry that would do really well on YouTube. They just need to know how to grow right. So yes, definitely share on groups that you know that would really need help. Like there's mommy groups out there. Maybe they need a little help with their small YouTube channels. Or there's, planner groups or photography groups that really need help with starting their YouTube channel. This channel, sorry. This channel is going to help them. So make sure you share with everybody. Let's see. Just got started a few weeks ago and really focusing on building my channel. Thanks for all your tips and inspiration. Awesome. Yes, you're going to learn lots. So there's Get the Views and Subscribers. That playlist is great. There's YouTube Tips. That playlist is really packed full of videos. So definitely check that one out. Maria, I use iMovie. So some people are saying iMovie here, Rima. So if you check out iMovie, you can use that on your cell phone, I believe. That's what they're saying here. So maybe try that. I just started YouTube and I've been doing it all on my phone. Okay. Cool. That's awesome. I actually have a video that I want to do in the new year about how to start with as a beginner with your cell phone or your phone, because I've noticed that a few people have asked me how to do that. And I don't necessarily use my phone, but I will test it out and then give you tips. So I'm going to start doing that in the new year. That's what I'm thinking of doing. Let's see next. I use InShot app in my phone to edit videos. Okay, so that's what you can try that one too. I videotape on my phone and edit in iMovie on my iPad. That's kind of cool. You can transfer it over really easily as well. Hey, what's a good way to keep your content diverse and not stuck on one topic? So for me, small YouTuber growth. So I changed it up quite a bit. I go from, thumbnails to analytics to algorithm to what else? Retention to watch time. There's a whole bunch of video ideas. I just did that yesterday. So go check that one out. But yeah, I think there's many ways you can do it as long as you know your niche. So if your channel is about editing, maybe then start working on branching out a little bit with regards to editing. So maybe you're editing and showing them how to do B-roll or do lower thirds and then or editing pictures, showing your process. But then maybe you want to talk about the software, the best software that's out there, or it needs to tie into it some way. So you can do that. Go to my YouTube video that I did yesterday on how to get video ideas. That will help you a little bit. Let's see. Did I miss a whole bunch? It was annoying working from my phone, so I edit on my computer. Right. So yeah, the phone's a little finicky, and then I think that's why a lot of people do it. But if you don't have a computer, then just use your phone. The easiest way is to just do Google Drive, and I found that's a very universal storage system. Into it on my cell phone. Okay, maybe I missed a section there. I use PowerDirector on my phone, and it's free. You can export up to 4K videos, but for the 4K and 1080, you can either pay the monthly subscription or watch a short ad to export in those resolutions. Interesting. Again, I have no idea if these are good, so these are all suggestions for you. Thank you for answering my question. Of course, so glad you're here, and I'm glad we could help in some way. PowerDirector by Cyberlink, that it is. Okay, thanks. You're the only reason my channel is still like this. Oh, well, you know what? You're here. That's great. You can keep going. Let's get excited about the new year. There's so many opportunities for you guys. I don't want you to get discouraged about like one video not doing well. There's many times where you just need to sit down and look at your channel and say, what's going on? What do I need to improve? Again, I will be doing more one-on-one sessions because I find people just need that little push to help them understand what's the next steps. And I think that's what the 3 people that I video chatted last week. Was it last week? Yes, this past week. Those are the winners from the 30-day challenge, right? And I did one-on-one, like 30 minutes a session with them. I would like it a little bit longer so I can go more in depth for them. But the 30-minute session was great. It was good to understand what they were struggling with. They had the questions ready, and I literally just said to them, you need to do this. And then that's what they need to do because everybody's channel is a little bit different, and not everybody knows exactly where to go next. Because our train of thought is, okay, we've got all these ideas, we're watching these tips in these videos, but I'm not really sure what the next step is because sometimes it's just overwhelming. So I will be doing more one-on-one sessions in the new year. I think it's valuable that I do those sessions, and then if people want more in-depth stuff, I will actually start helping people with their channels. Like diving into the channel a little bit more and actually figuring out like keywords and stuff for them. But that will be more, both of those things will be paid. So I will need the opportunity to like get paid for those because I can't just sit here and give out free content all the time as if, I'm also a person and I have to bring in income some way. So that's the only way I would be doing that kind of stuff. So if that's something that you're interested in, please let me know because I would like to know if that is actually something that my audience would like. You can let me know in the chats or the comments after, but let me know in the chat if you would like more one-on-one time or you would like someone to really dive into your channel, help you understand keywords and all that jazz a little bit better. Comment in the chat section, yes, please. Just yes, not yes, please. But yes, please. That's actually good manners, so yes. Does anyone video on here? The video, yeah. Okay, so maybe someone else can answer. I film with my phone, but use file. Oh, okay, to edit. Okay, so that's interesting. Yes, thank you so much for the opportunity. No problem. Is TubeBuddy affiliated with YouTube? It's a partner. It is not like I guess it's affiliated in a way, but they're a partner with YouTube. So that's why I trust them more so than other things. Just because if YouTube sees the value in a company and they are partnering with them, then, can you do a live when you have under 1,000 subscribers? Yes, but only from the computer, not on your cell phone. So that was the big thing. I didn't realize that before I had 1,000 subscribers because I never went live. But if you have 1,000 subscribers, you need to have a computer, like a desktop, to do that, to go live. Can I get a promotion? Promotion for what? Yeah, so that's what I would do when it comes to, any tips when it comes to regards with like getting subscribers and such. Like you just need to look at your channel and overall just see what's going on. Like, why are you not growing? And don't give up because one video or two videos didn't do well. So yeah, that's my only suggestion for you. Like I said, like my Instagram, I shared my goals that I had in June, and it took off. Like I took that and I said, this is my goal for this year. And then I look back on it and I was writing my goals out for next year, and I was like, okay, well, that was good. I definitely blew that out of the water. A few people were like, you blew that out of the water. You did way more than that. So yes. Inspiring mealtime with Latoya. Hi, hello. How are you doing? I am under 1,000 and I use StreamYard to go live, but I do pay for it because I stream into multiple places. Yes. I actually will be looking into, like, I've said this a few times. I think I'm going to go with StreamYard in the new year, but I want to do more. Like with StreamYard, to get the quality that I want, I would have to pay a fair amount. Same with any other software. The other option would be just to use Streamlabs, and that's free, but I don't know. I recently learned how to use Source Filmmaker, creating animations and pictures, but another YouTuber does it. And apparently, do you think I should incorporate it into my video or hold off? Incorporate it into your video. You should try things on your channel. Like, if as new creators, we get stumbled on this thought that this is not going to work for our channel. Like, yes, I want you to narrow down your channel, but if there's a topic that maybe is kind of related to your channel, then try it. It never hurts to try. And if it doesn't work, then you know next time that, okay, maybe this video wasn't the right direction for my channel. Like, you got to try it. Because I can't, like, for me, I can't really see your channel right now, and I don't know exactly what's going on. And like I said, in the new year, I'll be doing one-on-one sessions. And so I can help that way. But right now, all I suggest to you is look at your channel and don't worry about other creators. Like, the other creators are great. You want to collaborate and you want to be a part of communities, that's great. But don't compare your channel to another. You're not copying them. If you go to their channel and watch their videos and copy them word for word, that's copying. But what you're doing is you're putting out content in your own words, in your own way. Because I know there's a few people that do very similar, quite a few people that do very similar content to what I do, but I don't watch their videos until after I've done my videos. So that way I'm not having those thoughts of what they have said onto my channel, onto my videos. That way I'm not copying them, right? So I always like to follow people within my community, like in my industry, but I don't watch their videos until I've done the content. That way I'm not copying their videos, because there's a few people that put out very similar content in the past couple of weeks. And if I watched those, I could not get their information out of my head, right? So this video will help me a lot. Oh, great. I'm so glad you're here. Are you new here, Rima? I think this is the first time I've seen you come on to chat. That's awesome. Hello. It's so nice to see you. If you had the opportunity, would you change your editor to Final Cut Pro? No. I like Adobe. I find Adobe is a lot of work to understand. Same with, like, it's a little bit more in depth, but you can do so much more with it. I feel like, yes, they do updates. I don't know. I feel very comfortable with it. I don't think it would change. Since Dube is a partner with YouTube, then that means YouTube could promote people's videos that have paid account. Nope, that's not how it works. They have a partnership, but they do not promote when it comes to, it's not about people having like TubeBuddy. It's about people actually having researched their content properly and having keywords. So that's not how it works, because if YouTube did that, then they would be just, they'd be a little biased, and they can't be biased. And that's part of their whole rules and regulations. There's no biases. Their partnership is, in a sense, just letting you know that YouTube agrees that TubeBuddy does help creators. Doesn't mean that they're going to push more of them out. So hopefully that makes sense. I have a hard time trying to move too far away from cooking and food with my videos, but I'm thinking I want to start to try some new things. So when it comes to cooking, let me see, cooking and food, yes. So you could try like tips on how to eat healthy. It doesn't necessarily have to be like recipes. Like, you don't have to necessarily sit down and say, dude, like, you're doing recipes all the time. But you could have one video just pop up and like you do, talking about healthy recipes or tips on how to prepare for the Christmas season, like when it comes to food. Like those are ideas that you could do, right? That's still related to food. It's not necessarily you're doing a recipe, but you're giving them sort of tips and tricks. That's an idea. Yes, I totally agree that comparison is a thief of joy. I do this sometimes too. I'm like, I still do it. I sit there and I still do it. I feel like I'm constantly thinking, what should I be doing? Why am I not? But I am, right? We just compare ourselves, but our journey is different to someone else. So, same. I don't watch videos that are similar to what I do, especially being an artist, right? It's so hard not to. But if you know that you're going to be doing a video on a certain topic, then you shouldn't be watching that content. So, yes, I agree with you. I'm just learning Adobe now. I used to use Filmora. Yeah, Filmora is a great option as well, but I find Adobe's I just got a step up. It is a little bit more of a learning curve, so you will have to take a little bit of time. I've been using it for 5 years now, so. Good morning, by the way. Good morning. Is there any specific you would say to include in a thumbnail? That would be it. What would it be? What I would suggest is when it comes to thumbnails, every industry is different, so I can't specifically sit here and say, yes, this is going to work. But what I would say is the thumbnail and title need to create a story. So if someone's searching for you on YouTube and they go down and they see it and it's really dark and dingy and hard to see and people are not understanding when there's too much on it, then that's not going to get the click. It needs to be bright so that people can get the click, or good photo, prepared photo, the planned out photo that you can use for your thumbnail. And then it depends on the industry, how you want to do it. There's different ways to do it, right? Let's see. Thank you for the tip. Oh, sorry. I missed a couple here. How do you edit your Instagram photos? I actually have a Lightroom preset that I'm going to be selling in the new year, but I have the Lightroom preset that I have set up for my videos on Instagram and for my thumbnails because then they're very cohesive and match really well. Yay, I'm new here. Just subscribe. Oh, that's great. It's nice that you're here. You're going to learn lots. And this community is awesome, right, guys? We're great. We're very supportive. And I feel like, we learn a lot from each other. So that's good too. Thank you for your tips. No problem. I've been behind the scene creator. I've been behind the scene creator. Okay. I was thinking about using the picture to incorporate in myself. What do you think? Yes. Yeah, you can do that. Definitely having yourself in the picture is going to help because people can really connect with you. So that's yeah, I would do that. I would try that. Do you use TubeBuddy Pro, Star, or Legend? I use Legends. I love Legends. I used it for the first 3 months when I was starting out. I got into Legend. I actually got the Legends as part of a free package or something that I got. I was doing something at the time, and I got that free for 3 months. And then I tried it and I loved it. And that's when I said, okay, I want to get into this more. TubeBuddy's really helped me out. This is something that I think small creators should use. So that's why I kept the Legend version. And I really think that it's a good option for people that are really getting into the channel and want to take it to the next level, because you can do A/B testing. You can do the click magnet, which is another section that is amazing, gets you more data on understanding your channel too. So definitely. But also as a beginner YouTuber, Pro version is the way to go. And I have a few videos on it and I have links in the description so you can go check it out. But yeah, I recommend the Pro version for beginners because that way you're not it's not a huge amount to spend and invest in your channel. Because if you know you're going to you want to take this channel to the next level, you want to take this as a future branding or thing that you want to do for your future, then investing a little bit into it is not going to, it's going to be good in the long run, right? Happy growth, support to everyone here, and happy holidays. Yes, that's awesome. Hey, how's it going, Amy? So you said you were doing one-on-one when? So sometime next year. I have plans in place to start doing it, but it won't be until the next new year. And I will be announcing in the new year exactly what I'll be doing it. Let's see. What do you think about having myself in the thumbnail, but not in the video? I record a lot while cooking, but the house is crazy and loud, so I do voiceovers, and I'm usually not in the video. That's fine. You can do that. People do that all the time. I think that's a good idea. Just make sure do it. Okay. It's FaceTime. Oh, good to know. I've been using the free, but I think I'm ready to level up to the Pro now. Yes, the pro is the next step for beginner creators. The free is really good to kind of test the waters. You only get so much searches with it, so it's a little difficult to pre-plan and such. I really recommend the pro version. So yeah, definitely. If you want to check the link out below, you can go do that. Everybody a little bit helps me, but also the pro version is going to help you find the keywords, not stress about worrying about not being able to pre-plan your videos. Like the free version is really good. I highly recommend starting into it. With the free version, they used to just like let you just use the free version whenever you wanted, and you didn't have to worry about how many searches you had. But they changed that slightly in last year, and then the pro version is the next step up for those who were testing it. Right? It's just a test. It's like any beta thing or free thing that you get. It's just a test. But the pro version is what I recommend. It's what I recommend. So yeah, hopefully that helps, Faith. I think that's good. It's Faith time. Yeah. You may have said, but doesn't TubeBuddy have a discount for under 1,000? I believe there's somewhere that you can get a discount, but I'm not sure if that's just open to the public all the time. You'd have to check that out. Yeah. Oh, yes, it does. Yeah, that's what she said. So yeah, check out my link in the description below, and I believe you can see what works there, and then go from there. I'm not sure exactly how that works. Hi, it was your last stream, and I saw the stream in my recommended, and I wanted to watch it. Yeah, you were my recommended. I was your recommended. That's so cool. Cool, awesome. Also, I would love to know, how did you all find me? Like, how did you click that subscribe button? Like, why did you click that subscribe button? Was it because you found me through a collaboration? Was it the browse page? Was it search? Was it because you saw this live today? How? Let me know in the chat section. I would love to know. Hey, you helped me decide to do Vlogmas for the first time and 10 days down. It's been hard, but have been gaining views and subscribers, but feel like I'm putting out all my good ideas at once. I know how you feel. Sometimes I do that. Do sit there and be like, oh, I'm putting out all this content, and it's like going. I have so many video ideas I could go on for a whole year and I would be fine. But I get it. If you do get a little like you can't figure out video topic ideas, go to my video yesterday and definitely check that one out, because that'll give you ideas on top of your ideas. So that's what I do. Whenever I get stumped, I can even watch my videos and like go through and say, well, that's how I did it. That's how I do it. Yes, it does. Thanks. No problem. I watched your thumbnail video and was looking over mine, and I think I may redo them to the way I now use it. It was hard finding my style, and I may go back and change them. Yes, so I recommend anything longer than 6 months, don't start changing them. If the thumbnails are doing well, don't change them. Don't change your thumbnails if they're doing well. Don't want to ruin that. Don't want to ruin a good thing, right? So that's what I recommend. From here on in, start creating thumbnails that match your branding. Just do it like a switch. Don't change the thumbnails that are doing well. I found you through Annie's channel. Oh, that's awesome. That's right. Way back when. Oh my goodness. It feels like it's forever. This year's been a weird blur. Like at the start of the year, we were out doing things, and then middle kind of like stuck in the house, and yeah, things have gone weird this year. I found you a while ago, and I've been watching and stuff. So you think that's why you were in my recommended? Oh, I see. Very cool. It's nice that you're chatting on here today. When I started, I did daily videos, but have to go to one a week. Is there a difference? Because I honestly did not notice a difference. Daily videos, but one a week. Do you mean like in the amount of subscribers that you get? Sorry, I may have missed something there, or I may have passed a question. Do you mean the amount of subscribers that you're getting when you're doing daily, or just once a week? Just let me know. I found you from my homepage, but started really watching your videos after you did a collab with Annie. Oh, that's amazing. Wow, that's kind of cool that I was already recommended. That's cool. I like the 6-month thing. They're old, so I'll leave them. Yeah, so I would just leave them. Especially when if you're getting views from it, don't change it. Don't mess with it. You don't want to mess with that kind of stuff. I am definitely lucky I found you. Oh, that's so great. Awesome. Let's see. What's the definition of doing well? Well, I think doing well in the sense that there's a few, like to everybody, it's different, right? I think doing well mentally is you like actually not constantly focusing on the, getting subscribers and views, but you're focusing on your audience, that's doing well. If you're focusing on the ones that you have, you're doing well. Doing well in the sense of CTR or all that data. Depends on the channel and the person. It doesn't have to be the same amount of growth as what I'm doing. So doing well is a hard one to narrow down. But I think if you're moving forward, if you're improving and your channel's moving forward, that's doing well. Yeah. I saw you in browse around a month ago and subscribe because you give good information, care about our progress, and have genuine personality. Oh, that's great. Well, it's good to know that people are finding me on the browse page too. That's cool. Don't change thumbnails to get more views or higher CTR. Don't change thumbnails if it's getting more views or higher CTR. Yes, don't change them if they're getting that. Like if they're getting that, then that's fine. Then start from here on in, start changing your thumbnails. I post weekly, but not always on the same day. How much does that hurt me? No, it doesn't hurt you. As long as you're posting weekly, at least once a week, and people know that. If you start to say, oh, I'm going to post at 11 a.m. this day, and then you don't post at 11 a.m. that day, then you're going to mess with your audience, and they're going to like, what the heck's going on here, So think about that. I think one of your videos probably popped up on my homepage, and I clicked it. I had looked at other channels on the topics, but about bettering my channel, and that is probably why you popped up. Yay! I'm so glad I'm starting to get it pushed out a little bit more, because that's a lot of it's work. It's hard work, right? Putting out the content, right? That's just the way it works. Is if you're consistently putting out the content, you're uploading at least once a week. Great if you can, if you can do 2 to 3 times a week, but if you can't, once a week, go live once a month, and connect with your audience, get to know them. That's how small creators stand out from other small creators, is by connecting with their audience a lot more. And I think that's why, I'm doing well as well, because I'm actually connecting with you guys and I can answer your questions right here and then. I found you through, my nose is doing something weird here. I found you through Annie Dube's channel. Oh, yay. Yes, that's awesome. A lot of you probably come over from Annie's channel, but it's cool that you've all kind of traveled over there. Yeah. I have a style already and was going to change my old ones, but since they are from last year, I'll leave them be and keep with what I have, which I guess works. Well, no, what I suggest if you're feeling like you need a rebrand, like a cohesive brand, and then change it up. That's what I'm trying to say. But don't go back and change the ones previously. I didn't change all my thumbnails in the past. If you go back through my channel, you'll see that I have that kind of shifted here and there. That's okay. That's a process. You're working on your channel and your thumbnails and the whole branding and the feel of it. Now, even looking at Julia K. Christ and Lauren Doan, those two are lifestyle YouTubers and they're friends, right? But they've gradually changed their thumbnails over time. They don't necessarily go back and change all the old ones. They focus in on the new ones that they're going to make. So I don't if you want to change it, go for it, but make sure you have an overall branding kind of theme and cohesiveness to your channel, and then that way they connect, right? Is the increase in impressions helpful to a channel? Had 35% increase in impressions and 30% increase in views impressions help. So the more people that are seeing your videos, the more impressions that you're getting, they're going to help. Yeah. And with all that stuff, I could dive into it right now, but it's a lot of details to go into. So yes, I'll just give you the short form. Yes, it does help a little bit. Yeah. Overall, if you're working on your channel like that, if you're focusing on the topics that are popping up in your analytics. So for example, if you go to, let's say, we're just going to go here for a second. Oh, let's see. We're going to go to analytics. So even on my phone, if you go over to rediscovery, I think it is on your phone. Impression, click through, there's impressions. Yes, the impressions have gone up this month. So my views have gone up. So they both tie into each other. So yeah. Yay, it's a brand thing. And at this point, I think I want them to all match. Thanks for the tips. Yes, for sure. So I think that really would work for you. Make sure your branding is cohesive. Tomorrow's video is going to really help you if you just started or you're thinking I need a refresh to my channel. Watch tomorrow's video. That's your warning. That's your pre-warning, because honestly, tomorrow's video is going to be how to start a channel, but very, very quickly on how to start a channel, but diving into details on how to grow your channel in the new year, but also tips about just little things that you may not know. So definitely recommend watching tomorrow's video. Okay, everybody. So thank you so much for watching this live. It was great to chat with y'all. If you have any more questions, please write them down or, comment on my videos or chat and let me know. And that way I can answer them for you. But yeah, so if you have any more questions, please keep them for next Tuesday. Next Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is another live that we're going to do. And there's a giveaway on that live for 2 3-month versions of the Legend version of TubeBuddy. So make sure you stay tuned for that. That's a great time to connect with people as well, because there's obviously a lot more people come on. But yes, that's a great time to come and connect with all of the other creators that are in this community if you're new here. So yeah, make sure you let everybody know that I'm here. And if you are confused, watch through my content. You'll get a lot of information. All right, thanks, guys. Thanks so much for watching. And don't forget to create adventure and live to inspire. Bye.